but destiny in the sense of our ability to choose. Our ability to choose who we are and who we are supposed to be.
Yeah. I was born to reign, point blank, my name to be etched in stone, my destiny preordained. Trying to live righteous, fighting for life is my life, and that's why I go light on my vices. Tightening the vices of truth on the ruthless. This rhyme and the crime as they minds is just useless. The path of the poison, the genesis of the genocide. You and your boys trying to decide what's a right, but your pen is a sword and the blade has been forged. Young minds getting gorged, states have been altered by liquor, by weed, and then hate gets exalted as art falls to greed. Choices is made as the voices is laid on the track. Contract, your soul's the wage, soldier rage. Did you see his new Benz? But your mic a syringe. Now with pride of you binge. Got a lot of new friends, got a lot of new ends. Bought a house up in the hills, frontin' shouts to the pen. Giving false accounts of your accounts, amounts to fan treason. Stands to reason since your inception. Laced with deception, it bred false affection. It must perish from my terrors. I see the fire burning the streets, but I won't shield my eyes to the heat. Born to reign. I was born to reign. I was born to reign.
I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love, love's going to leave me.
When I think of Tommy, I think of Tommy.
Happiness.
Joy.
Thinking without speaking, but in the best way.
Crazy. He's one of the most outgoing guys I've ever met.
I'd say he's a tad arrogant, yeah. I mean, I think everybody that knows him kind of knows that.
Troublemaker or wild. He's always doing something, always trying to mess with people, cause them problems.
Surrounded by friends.
Just really fun to be around.
Like he just goes and does whatever he feels like doing.
Always wanting to have fun.
Immature, but not in a bad way.
I would say he's wild too. He's always kind of getting into situations. Like they're not bad situations, but they're just always fun and always exciting. You always have to figure out a way to kind of make it enjoyable.
Like he has a relentless kind of attitude.
In a bad way.
Very athletic. That's what I'm gonna say about it.
He is athletic.
Always running around. He's always playing sports.
Love sports. Both playing and watching.
Probably sports.
Energetic definitely comes to mind.
Energy. And lots of it.
But it would be hard to just state that and even describe his energy.
Radioactive. That guy was hyper when he was little.
It's everywhere. Ever since he was a little baby.
My little baby brother. He's my little baby brother. Even though he's a foot taller than me.
We're brothers. That's definitely a word that comes to mind. Is just he's a loyal brother.
He's also smart.
He definitely does kind of take a role of leader a lot, though.
He's compassionate
And caring.
I think Tommy's a cutie with a great sense of humor.
He's funny, that's for sure. He has a good sense of humor.
Really funny.
He's funny. He's always made me laugh.
Hilarious.
He's hilarious. The smile.
Big smile.
And that laugh, he's had different kinds of laughs on it, like and stuff like that.
Loyal, compassionate brother. Energetic as hell.
When I found out I was pregnant with him, I was scared because they were so close in age. Or at least I knew they were going to be close in age. Emily was 5 months old, and I wanted to be able to spend time with both of them equally, and I knew it was going to be hard.
My earliest memory is obviously it's St. Agnes, waiting for him to be born. I remember his mom worked probably a 15-hour day, came home, was making dinner, and started having some pains. And I was trying to blow him off because Tommy wasn't due
course, my earliest memory of Tommy was the day he was born, and I seen him as a little baby.
I remember when he was cleaned off a little bit. I remember seeing some monstrous looking, scary claw feet. Oh, that's an early memory
You're getting it cleaned off, little Tommy Jr.
He has a lot of hair.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of hair.
So much of
a
his...
little electro thing out.
You didn't need one, but you made yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Can you see over there, Dad? That's...
The earliest memory that I can think of with Tommy, it actually wasn't with him. I was in the 8th grade when he was born. I didn't get to go to the hospital, so I was at school. I know that in the middle of the night that my dad had told me that they were going to go to the hospital for Tommy to be born, and I wanted to be there, and I didn't. I think it was more to miss school than anything, but I just remember being in my 8th grade English and history class, and we usually had to do current events. Present a current event, something we read in the paper, saw on the news or whatnot, and I stood up, didn't have a current event, but I just remember just kind of saying, I know this isn't in the papers, this isn't something on the news, it's probably not important to you guys, but it is to me. But my current event is my baby brother was born overnight. So I have a little baby brother now, and everybody was just like, oh, that's so cool, and clapping. That's the earliest memory with him, as far as the idea of him.
Earliest memory I have was when he used to play in a red exerciser that Emily used to have. And he was bouncing around in it, and he at one point was just so excited, he just screamed so loud, and it was just shocking. I think it shocked everybody about how loud and how high his scream could go.
Hi, somebody guys. Hi. You're gonna jump like a jumping bean, huh? You're a messy guy, huh? Let's see what Sissy's doing. Oh, you're not finished? Looks like you're watching the snow. It's snowing outside. Oh, too bright. What in the world was that? Huh? Oh my goodness.
Gosh, I can't even think of like an exact earliest one. I just know that, before school, he was my best friend. Like, we'd play together, obviously we'd fight a lot, but, we'd go on adventures around the house in the backyard. We freaking dominated our backyard. Man, we were wilderness explorers back there. So, I can't think of the earliest one, but I would just say something like that.
God, I just remember that he would always climb on me, and he would always find new ways to hurt me. He would pull on my hair, and for me, whenever I got hit or any kind of pain, I would always really laugh, instead of doing the parental thing, which would be, ow, no, you don't do that. But I would always laugh, so he thought it was funny, and he would try to do even worse. And he always used to pull in the back of my hair. But one time he actually reached around and pulled on the front, and it hurt like hell. That time I said, ow, no more, but he just kind of like thought it was hilarious because I said ow even louder. And he just started pulling the front of my hair from then on because he knew it hurt.
I remember going to the Fresno Zoo, and Tommy was jumping around like a spider monkey.
My earliest memory, when he was about 8 years old, he came over. He was like a Mexican jumping bee. He would jump from one couch to another. And one thing I did like about Tommy, he was always respectful.
My earliest memory is actually the moment that I saw him. I was at a choir concert with Emily, and she pointed at Tommy and she said, "That's my brother." And I looked at her and I was like, "No, it's not." And she's like, "Yeah, it is. I'm serious." And I didn't believe her, and so she had to call him over and say, and he introduced himself. And then I was like, "Oh, okay, I believe you now." So that was it.
Soloist entertained us last year with her rendition of the song Black Horse Cherry Tree. This year, please give it up for Emily Reynolds, my sister, as she performs Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps
My earliest memory with Tommy would probably just be going over to the house and just swimming and having pool parties and cookouts and stuff with them. That was probably my earliest memory of him.
I met Tommy 7th grade at I want to say it was a party, at like one of our friends' parties, and I didn't really know him, but like his friend knew my friend, and we kind of just like talked to each other, and we didn't really know each other, but like it was kind of awkward at first, so that's kind of how we first met.
Met him at school through soccer, and then I think we met in 2nd grade. The most vivid one is just we went to his house for like I think his birthday party after a game. Remember that was the first time that me, him, and Matt all kind of hung out together and started being as close as we were. And Matt and I started like throwing cold water at people, and then everybody else started trying to chase us.
It's my earliest memory, but it's the one that stands out the most, and it was in the making of the Odyssey This movie trailer with Kenashe, Emily, Tommy, and myself.
My earliest memory was probably whenever we go over and have like our karaoke nights, and me and Emily would always dress up and like go sing, and Ryan and Tommy would just be trying to like mess with us. So like if we were trying to do something, they'd try to be a part of it or just destroy it in any way that they could. So that'd probably be my earliest memory.
Yo, listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in a blue world, and all day
The funniest things I remember Tommy is always coming out dressed up in different characters. One thing I do remember him is the Spider-Man. I know he likes Spider-Man, and I would see where he would try to climb the walls with his feet and hands.
Probably climbing the roofs of Buchanan. Yeah.
I remember going to the house, I'd see him climbing the walls. It's like, what?
This was like, I want to say like sophomore year. Like we were doing something, and he was like, "Let's go climb the roofs," and I was like, "Okay." I was like, he liked it more than I did because he's more into that stuff, like climbing and stuff. I wasn't really good at it.
I'm gonna go ahead and combine the two with that one. Definitely the funniest memory with him. Going with Odyssey.
When he got rug burn from hanging on Uncle Tommy's wheelchair.
There was this one time where it was me, him, Matt, and Kyle. We were all convinced that we saw a ghost. I remember we were all running away, and it was like a dead serious moment. And like we were sprinting as fast as we could. And we just gotten Starbucks before. And I remember looking over at Tommy, and he has like this total look of desperation on his face. But as he's running, the drink is like coming out of the cup all over his hand, and he just doesn't care. He just keeps running.
That's gonna sound stupid, but one year we got him a bunch of Cowboys things, Dallas Cowboy things, and one thing he got were some big slippers. And he did this little dance. It just looked like 2 potatoes on a stick because he had those big fat slippers on him, and he was jumping up and doing this dance with his fat slippers.
So there was one in Maryland where my dad had been driving for hours, and we were all in the car, all irritated. And my dad was talking about like the tolls we had to pay in the East Coast, and Tommy had improv this masterfully written song called Prison Bitch, and it was probably the best thing I've ever heard, and I was sobbing, and it was just amazing and honestly quite impressive.
Probably the funniest thing was, and again, going back to how he used to hurt me, I provoked it. I totally made him angry or annoyed, and how he would get annoyed or angry and want to hurt me was he had this really weird reaction to a Star Wars, the Darth Vader theme song. Dun 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 dun. No matter how happy he was, as soon as he heard that, his smile just went, and he would just run after you, and he would start hitting and pulling my hair, but every time dun 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 dun, it was just so funny every single time.
Whenever we would go hang out, or like whenever my family would go over to his house, Lisa and Emily would always be doing stuff in the rooms. Like they'd be playing in Emily's room, like minding their own business, and me and Tommy would always be like causing a fuss, and like me and Tommy would always just have to go in and barge in their room and like destroy whatever they're doing. Like if they were playing with dolls or something, we would always go in there. We'd always have to go in there and break whatever they were messing with, and it was just always funny because to see them react, but like it was just fun.
You know, I remember one time they told him the next door neighbor had a dog, and don't stick your finger through that hole. Well, what did he do? He stuck his finger in the hole and it bit him.
I remember there was a time where we went to like a play structure at Carl's Jr. and we were playing like tag or like hide and seek or something. And I think he was like hiding, and Robert snuck up behind him. And I guess he needed to pee at the time or whatever, but I just remember him like running up to the gate. He was just like, I peed! Because he got so freaked out by the scare.
When he was in gymnastics, he was always competitive, and he could run pretty good as a little kid. They would have the kids kind of warm up, and they were supposed to jog around the mats, but Tommy wasn't having any of that. He would start speeding up a little bit, cutting the corners, narrowing his circle, until he finally took out an innocent kid or something like that.
the other one was a dog. It's just a dog yelping. I'm just gonna say that for right now. There was no dogs harmed. No dogs harmed. In theory, there were.
Oh, and he also did a striptease dance for me.
That's all I'm gonna disclose for now.
Funniest memory is also when he was young. He was on a chair, a little rocking chair that Emily had received, and Dad was talking to Tommy through a video camcorder, and he said something to him like, "Hi buddy," or "Hey Tommy," or something like that, and right as he said that, Tommy disappeared from the frame, and he basically face planted into the floor. And I thought that was pretty funny.
Oh, be careful. Hey. Hey, cutie. Oh. Oh, are you okay? Where are you? You just fell right off the screen? You're okay. Good boy. Well, at least we caught your suicide attempt on film.
Tommy was always such a ball of energy.
It was kind of crazy. He was very hyper.
Can't stay still.
He's always wants to hang out and do stuff. He's always constantly moving around the house and whatnot.
I won't say it was chaotic at times.
It was very chaotic, but very loving.
And chaotic at times, but it was always really fun watching him grow up and watching him just be silly.
We were constantly trying to find things for him to do. That's why we put him in soccer.
Cleaning up was his biggest thing. He was just always really neat about his stuff.
He was running around all the time, and he just loads of energy to unleash in the house.
He's always shy around family, incidentally. But when his friends are around, he just turns on this monkey kind of attitude. That's the only way I can really kind of describe it. Because he'll jump everywhere and he just kind of waves his arms and dances and does this really weird face and roars and growls and then screams really, really loud. And it's just, again, chaotic, but it's always been really fun being around him.
We found that the more he was able to expend his energy on things, the better he was able to concentrate in school.
I feel like he doesn't really change from like outside of home and inside of home. He like kind of keeps the same kind of attitude and like fun-loving like attitude.
Well, when he was younger, he was a little angel. He was actually the sweetest little kid you've ever met.
The sweetest, calmest kid. Obviously, he had a lot of energy and ran around. Just always willing to do something for anybody.
He was always such a happy child. It's hard not to love him because of the fact that he's always so happy and just always willing to be there for you.
You know, we'd be out in the living room, oh no, can I get my inhaler in the room? And he goes, I got it, see how fast I go. And he would just run and go get it. He was just the sweetest kid, but then after a while he started to realize that we as the older siblings were kind of taking advantage of him with it and being, hey, take out the trash with me. And he'd be like, no, that's your chore. That's your job. You do that. Late elementary, junior high, maybe even early high school. He was really aggressive, physically aggressive.
I think it's my fault that he swayed.
Kind of a bully.
I think it's my fault. He's not as nice anymore, but whatever.
You knew that there was always a love behind it, so you never really took it personally.
I guess it was just an adventure.
He's unique. You know, a lot of his friends know him. He can be aggressive on the exterior, messing around with them, whatever, but he's got a very sensitive side inside.
He's really transparent, and what I mean by that is that we don't really have to guess what Tommy's feeling, and that's really amazing, and that's really cool. It's a great quality that not a lot of people have, so usually he's in a great mood, and it's reflected extremely well, and it's just great to be with Tommy all the time.
He's a fun guy to be around. You always have a good time when you're with him.
He's so funny. He's so funny.
I would say he's a very sweet, polite person.
Tommy has an incredible heart.
He has a lot of passion for people. They don't realize it. He does. So I just think he's softer inside than many people would realize.
He's really caring for his friends. He does a lot for them.
He's really caring. He loves his friends. I know he does.
He just always if I have a problem, he's always one of the first guys to come talk to me. He's always usually a supportive friend.
He always knows how to brighten a mood.
He's very loyal and very forgiving, and he's just, you call on him, he's there no matter what.
When there's tension, he kind of releases it, or he creates it.
He could be negative sometimes and be funny. I love that. That's what I love about him, because he can change a bad situation to something funny.
But he does it in a great way, in a great funny way, and everything's lighthearted with him.
So, but I love the kid to death. He just makes, every time I see him and I'm in a slump, he always makes me smile, laugh, and kind of forget about the situation.
Just kind of brings you up with him.
I think that's all you can ask for in a great friend.
Tommy is a cartoon character.
Cartoon character would be like a few that I can see it.
I can think of 3.
I would have to say that he would be a combination of 2.
Curious George, is that a character? He's always trying to explore and do stuff. So.
Casper. He's young. He's cute. He's sweet. Casper was all-rounded American little ghost, and I don't see him.
I just remember we used to watch SpongeBob a lot. When I think of SpongeBob, I usually just remember him just because we have a lot of memories of SpongeBob. I don't know who he'd be in particular, but...
As a little boy, I could see him being like a road runner type, because he didn't walk and do anything that way. Everything was right, running down the hall, no matter where, or everything was get from one spot to the other as fast as he could.
1 would be Sonic the Hedgehog, just out of pure energy, running around.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. He was always wearing a little Spider-Man bodysuit and climbing over everything. He would scale the hallways and go up to the ceiling there.
Or Mowgli from the Jungle Book. Everybody used to say he looked like him.
I don't know his name. That he was a Looney Tune.
Tasmanian Devil.
The Tasmanian Devil.
Tasmanian Devil.
Definitely the Tasmanian Devil when he was younger.
Tasmanian Devil for sure.
The first thing I thought of was the Tasmanian Devil.
I think Tommy would be the Tasmanian Devil.
I also believe that Tommy is the Tasmanian Devil as a cartoon character.
So, having previously discussed this with other people in the interview, we've all kind of decided and come to the consensus that it's Tasmanian Devil, and I don't really know why or how, but that has been it every time, and I've agreed with them, so I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna conform and say Tasmanian Devil, because it really accurately displays Tommy.
When his personality started coming out a little bit more and showing some of the not so pleasant side, he had kind of a Tasmanian Devil to him, when he could be calm 1 second, before you knew it, he was wound up.
I would say the Tasmanian devil, not because he's a devil, but because he was quick like a tornado and
running around, kind of destructive.
Always moving around and destroying things, but like, you know, the fun way.
He likes destroying things. Like he just can move around so fast. He's just like
full of energy, really fast. And
when he was a little kid, he just, whatever he did quick, and he tore up things pretty well.
We'll just mess around and you just like he'll get behind you and start wrestling you.
But also mixed with some Johnny Bravo in there. Because he's got the hair thing down. He's got the, hey baby, how you doing? He's always been a little ladies' man.
Prince Zuko of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now, Prince Zuko, like Tommy, the aggression and everything that he was doing at that time, it came out of a lot of confusion. And like Zuko, once he finally harnessed that energy and kind of understood what he was, the changes of life and everything, he began to harness it and kind of crossed over to a more mature side and became a good person, so to speak. And that's why I say Zuko for those years. And now that he's matured into this awesome young man.
The other one I would probably say would be Bugs Bunny.
Charizard of Pokemon and Raphael of Ninja Turtles.
Bugs Bunny is very classic, and he kind of goes to the beat of his own drum.
With Charizard, he beats to his own drum. He's a strong character. He's an aggressive character. But again, that aggression is all done because of just being pushed too much. Like he'll be calm and he'll be kind of chill one minute, but once you poke that dinosaur or dragon, he unleashes. He can be stubborn at times. He doesn't want to listen to his trainer or whatever. At least the dragon, which Tommy kind of does too. He has a little thing with authority.
He's his own person. It's really hard to mimic him. He's his own person, and he's very unique.
Now with Raphael, an argument could be made. He's kind of a little bit like all of them. He's Leonardo because of his leadership. He's Michelangelo because he's so wild and crazy and partying and wanting to be the jokester. And then he's Donatello because he is really intelligent. He just, even as a baby, you could just see that in his face, that when he looked at something, he was just figuring things out automatically. But as far as his personality, his style, and everything, Raphael for sure. Because Raphael is somewhat of a leader as well, but he's also that ferocious, fierce energy. He does beat to his own drum. He doesn't like to be told what to do. He'd rather be the leader. And of course, he just always has everybody's back when all is said and done. No matter what's going on, he sets aside his pride, his ego, and he will take care of the ones that are around him, his family, friends, teammates. He's just always there in a pinch, so that's why Raphael is more the turtle that stands out for me.
What you say? That you only meant well, 'cause you did. What you say?
There's so many.
I remember when he was younger, he would always say something. I think it was like you and him would always say something. I don't know what it was, but
So many that I can't even remember them.
There are so many.
I just remember him calling foods by different names because he could never say chili dog, but if he wanted a chili dog, he would say chi dog, chi dog, chi dog, chi dog.
I have a couple, but I don't know if they're good to use.
All just the phrases, the violent phrases. I love them all. There's too many. And many of which I'm not comfortable saying.
I mean, I could go through all the ones I remember. There was a phase where whenever he was mad at someone, it was, "I'll cut your head off."
He used to say it. Cut your head off.
I'm gonna shoot him in the head.
Stop being a lazy bitch was probably one of them. Every time he texted me saying like, let's hang out, I'm like, I have something to do, or I don't feel like getting up. First thing he usually says is stop being a lazy bitch.
One of the ones that sticks out the most was just, remember he told me he wrote a song once, and the only line of the song was, "You look like a freak to me." They always used to just kind of start screaming that.
Tommy used to say the phrase, "suck it to pee-pee."
Once he got to like junior high, he had this little thing that could come up behind you and
There was, I think he was in middle school, his thing was shake, shake, own.
he would do shake, shake, own.
I just want to punch him in the face.
On Facebook, he tends to say the word penis on everything. So whenever there's a comment or anything like that, he usually posts the word penis.
Breakfast time. What do you want for breakfast, Tommy? Buttery, 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 buttery toast. And he would just go on with the buttery.
His thing was, I'm sexy. I'm sexy. He'd walk around, I'm sexy. Take off his shirt, whip it around.
Couple. I know when when the kids were younger, my mom and I would try to describe movies to them.
We would think of questions to keep the kids entertained before dinner if we were in a restaurant. And Tom would go around and say, name a Disney character, and his answer was always Chucky the Evil Doll.
Anytime we describe anything to do with a horror movie, Connie would always scream out, "Chucky the Evil Doll, Chucky the Evil Doll."
Every answer to a question was Chucky the Evil Doll.
Probably the one that the catchphrase that sticks out the most to me though is groovy baby.
Yes. Groovy, baby, groovy.
Groovy baby. That's another big one.
Probably Groovy Baby.
Groovy baby.
Tommy's best quality, it definitely have to be
His best quality would have to go.
The best quality is knowing when to be serious and not.
I would say he's like carefree, like
He always just do stuff without worrying about what comes with it. Just like do it for his own enjoyment and deal with the consequences after.
every once in a while his aggression and his ego or whatever it'll portray a kind of arrogance and a little bit of bullying here and there, but he's quick to see it and he's quick to turn it around and be like, you know what, hey, we're just messing around, we're having fun, I do care about you, you know.
Any other kind of situation, he knows how to adapt to that kind of behavior or whatever. Like he knows when to stop, he knows when not to. He knows when things are taken too far, and he knows when things are just right.
And he will stand up for other people that he sees that happening to.
Probably his ability to make light of any situation.
His ability to make us all laugh.
He's fun.
He's a jokester.
Like, we were in the car for so long and we were traveling and God, we were having the most tiring time.
Like if you're doing something boring or like nothing too exciting, like he tries to make it fun or like joke around and just like make it enjoyable.
And just having someone to laugh with and make jokes with and someone to eat all the food with. We were all exhausted, but we were still having a great time due to his light and happiness.
He just always had, from a very young age, he had kids that followed him anywhere. I mean, and we used to tease him, he was like the Pied Piper. He would come home and there would be a street of kids on his work, constantly at the door calling him out. It really didn't even matter what age they were. So, I mean, there was something about him that, that the kids just gravitated towards.
He's a very intelligent young man.
He's sincere.
Pretty athletic. Even though he's always very it happens.
His personality.
He's got a great personality.
Now that he's grown, he's respectful.
Man, he's very respectful and very, he's kind.
Okay, he's really funny, and that's probably what a lot of people go for.
His sense of humor.
I think he's really funny. That definitely is one of the good ones.
His humor.
What a lot of people probably don't know about him, especially people that, aren't as close to him as I am, maybe. He's actually really compassionate.
His empathy and compassion for everybody.
People probably wouldn't look at him and expect that, this soccer player, this little athlete kid. Nah, he's soft and mushy in the middle. He cries during movies more often than I do.
And he just cares a lot about the people that he's close to and that he loves and stuff.
He's very loving. He loves his family.
He loves so much. His heart. Tommy has a huge heart.
He has a huge heart.
He has one of the biggest hearts that I know.
He has a lot of feelings about things that he sees, and
he sees a baby on the street and he goes, look at Emily, look at how cute, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry.
he loves children. So there's just a lot of innocence in the things that, he feels.
He sends me videos of like puppies and like little baby animals on Facebook with little, like, oh my god, Emily, they're so cute, we need one. And I think it's pretty cute, it's sweet. Oh gosh, there's so many things I want to say to him.
Tommy,
oh my gosh, I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. You're making me feel old.
You're here. You did it.
You made it?
The biggest thing is just we made it. It's finally over. We talked so much about this moment and actually graduating and stuff. Now we're at the next big step.
You did it.
It's the beginning of the rest of your life.
First of all, I'm very proud of him for getting this far, doing as well as he has done.
You've come so far.
I'm so proud of him. I'm really proud of him.
it's been amazing watching you grow up because of the similar timelines that we've had, whether it be with sports and physical activities or relationships.
The 4 years went by fast.
Tell me, I've seen you grow so much, and it's been such a pleasure, and it was such a great experience seeing you grow and watching you become this soccer star and high school graduate and just great person overall.
It was like watching myself grow up through all that time.
It's amazing to see the young man that you progressed to be today, and I'm very proud of you.
I am very proud, like I said, of his sensitive side. He has a lot of passion for those that are less fortunate. I hope that he can continue to show that.
That time, remember, now you're an adult, actually. You know, there's no more people watching after you in school saying, come on, you gotta do your homework. Now you have to do it on your own.
He's always been worried because school hasn't always been his thing. Well, that's fine, whatever.
You're a smart guy. Don't worry so much.
I know you don't enjoy school, but now you get to enjoy college. So welcome to the real life.
You're really gonna have to work hard to be what you want to be in life. That's how it's been. Actually, that's when you find out what kind of man you're gonna be.
Just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try anything. Don't be shy. Don't limit yourself to the fear that I know that sometimes you're kind of holding yourself back for.
You can do whatever you put your mind to.
One thing, Tommy, just remember this. How do you want people to remember you? Have that respect for someone else and you get it back.
I love him so much, and I know he's going to do great things. I know he's going to.
Try everything. Give in to any and everything that you feel is necessary for yourself to be happy and successful, because I know you're going to go far. I know you have so much potential within you, and I just want you to realize it, just as we all do for you.
Things will all fall into place, and you'll know when that happens, when it happens.
I know he's going to be successful. I just know he's going to be great. I mean, I don't worry about him. I don't worry about his future, because it's going to be fine for him.
I want to thank him for allowing me to watch him all these years doing something that I wish I always could have done but wasn't able to, and that was to play sports. That's been just a real treat from the early days where he really didn't know what he was doing, where he was playing t-ball and he could get the ball, and instead of running to first base, chase after his own baseball. All the way through senior year soccer, where he was a complete man when he was out in the field. It was exactly what he did all times. Thank you very much for that time.
I just love him so much. He's my best friend, you know?
One of my best friends, Tommy. I love you to death. I know this friendship's gonna go for a very long time, and I know I'll probably be seeing you a lot this summer.
Dude, I love you, buddy. You were one of my best friends, and it's great to have you as a brother, to have watched you grow up.
Just want to say great job on graduating. I know it's not easy to go through school and whatnot, so I just want to say congratulations, and I hope you'll have fun in the years to come.
So congratulations.
So congratulations, I love you.
Congratulations, buddy. We're both very proud of you.
Congratulations.
I just want to say congratulations, Tommy. And you're going to do well in anything you want to do in life. I love you.
And I love you.
I love you, Tommy. Happy graduation.
Congratulations, Tommy. We love you.
Love you, babe.
Congratulations, Tommy. We love you.
Congratulations, I love you.
You're the greatest. I love you, buddy. And congratulations, man.
I'm so happy for him, and I love him so much. And I'm always going to be here for him.
Every now and then we find a special friend who never lets us down, who understands it all, reaches out each time we fall. You're the best friend that I found. I know you can't stand, but part of you will never ever go away. Your heart will stay. I'll make a wish for you and hope it will come true, that life will just be kind to such a gentle man. If you lose your way, think back on yesterday. Remember me this way. Remember me this way. I don't need eyes to see the love you bring to me, no matter where I go. And I know that you'll be there forevermore. then life will just be kind to such a gentle mind. If you're losing your way, think back on yesterday. Remember me this way. Remember me this way. And I'll be right behind your shoulder, watching you. I'll be standing by your side in all you do, and I won't ever leave as long as you believe. You just believe. I'll make a wish for you and hope it will come true. The life will just be kind to such a gentle mind. And if you're losing your way, think back on yesterday. Remember me this way. Remember me this way. This way.
There you are, looking just the same as you did last time I touched you. And here I am, close to getting tangled up inside the thought of you. Do you love him as much as I love her? And will that love be strong when old feelings start to stir? Looks like we made it, left each other on the way to another love. Looks like we made it, but I thought so till today, until you were there, everywhere, and all I could taste was love the way we made it. Love so strange, playing hide and seek with hearts and always hurting. And we're the fools, standing close enough to touch those burning memories. And if I hold you for the sake of all those times love made us lose our minds, could I ever let you go? Oh no, we made it, left each other on the way to another love. Looks like we made it, but I thought so till
cousin.
Oh my god!
Go. I'm not stopping. Go.
I am Tommy's cousin.
Wait, ready?
Cousin, when the things that
Carly.
funny past is when he got rock burned from a wheelchair.
It was just to answer
Go.
who you are to him.
Carly, just say what your name is
You see
and what
her
you
underwear.
Sit up.
Is the dog still over here?
Carly, say your name and that you're Tommy's cousin.
Stephanie, it's supposed to go oldest to youngest.
Okay, we're starting all over.
I'm not erasing anything right now. So Rich is saying all your crazy ass
It's
shit.
gonna take up all your damn storage.
Okay, just pause.
No, I'm not pausing. Carly, go.
And go.
Carly.
Go.
Hi, my name is Carly. I'm Tommy's cousin.
Next. 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 You guys suck.
Go, Allie. Stop. Go.
This is so. I don't like it.
You guys, come on. It's been a minute. We got one. Eddie, ready? Wait. 1, 2, 3. Eddie, go.
Hi, my name.
This is such a circus.
All right, Allie, go.
My name is Allie. I am Tommy's cousin.
I am Ellie and I'm Tommy's cousin.
Where's Eddie? I don't like being recorded. I can't speak.
You got the biggest mouth on the planet.
It's just.
My name's Stephanie. I am Tommy's cousin.
Carly, what comes to mind when you think of Tommy?
Happiness and funniness.
Okay. What about you, Allie?
When I think of when I think
Eddie, that's Eddie, and that's Tommy's cousin, and that's Stephanie.
Wow, this is.
All right, come on, you guys.
Videos I've ever
I'm
seen in my
sorry.
life.
Okay.
Speaking. College graduate.
Hey,
almost
Eddie.
Person. You speak
Eddie,
college.
which cartoon character
Your
does?
girlfriend camera's good.
Eddie, which cartoon character does Tommy remind you of?
We're just not good on camera.
Eddie, which cartoon character? Eddie, which cartoon character?
The Tasmanian Devil.
Okay, and say, what's your name? Rich is gonna have fun editing this. What's your name and what's your relationship
You're not
to Tommy?
sending this, so
hell
just
yeah,
start
I am.
Mom.
Oh, I am. Eddie, get back up.
You cannot send this.
Oh, I am. This is no, because this has been an hour with you punks.
Redo it.
No, I am not redoing
I
it.
know what I'm saying.
Okay, now you say it.
Say it again.
Allie, what's one of Tom? Carly, what's one of?
My God, just delete the video.
We need to start over.
Allie, what's one of your?
Why are you here right now?
What do you think one of Tommy's best qualities are?
Funny.
Is. What do you
His
think one of Tommy's best
cleanliness.
qualities is? Or
This
multiple
is
qualities
impossible.
are? Say that again.
His personality.
No, say it in a sentence. Like
My God.
like Tommy's best quality is.
Tommy's best quality is his personality.
This is impossible to
Mom, we
edit.
need to restart.
No.
Mom, you're
This
wasting
isn't
our
going-
time. You have to restart.
I'm wasting your time?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Carly and I'm Tommy's cousin.
Hi, my name is Eddie and I'm Tommy's cousin.
I'm Allie and I'm Tommy's cousin.
I'm Steph and I'm Tommy's cousin.
What comes to mind when you think of Tommy?
A clown.
Joy.
You say, when I think of Tommy.
When I think of Tommy, I think of a clown.
When I think of Tommy, I think of joy.
When I think of Tommy, I think of soccer.
What is your funniest memory?
She didn't answer.
It doesn't matter, they don't have to answer everyone. What is your funniest memory?
When Tommy got dragged by the wheelchair and got some
Rug burn.
lumber.
Anybody else? Funny memory.
When Tommy left, when Tommy left and I went with him, and you guys were looking for me.
Where?
In California.
You took off after him at the McDonald's, and nobody knew where you were.
So.
It's real funny.
Yeah.
Oh, not being shown
It was funny for me. No one else.
Which cartoon character?
Tasmanian Devil.
No, you have to say a cartoon character that reminds me of Tommy as a Tasmanian Devil.
A cartoon character that reminds me of Tommy is the Tasmanian Devil. You guys.
I'm done with you fools.
What the hell happened?
Finish off the interview.
Good luck, Tommy. We love you.
How about catchphrases?
If you're going to college.
Hey, buddy, what you doing?
I don't think he says that.
A character that Tommy says is.
Are you speaking English?
Ah!
Do it to scream. The scream? Anybody?
This is a giant waste of time.
Oh.
Because this is.
There you go.
Ah!
All right. Beautiful.
This isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
He's not gonna put this out.
Why are we doing this? Why did we
Okay,
get
tell
picked?
Tommy something for his graduation.
Happy graduation!
Good luck.
Don't die.
Congratulations.
I'm doing mine by myself later.
Okay.
I would say we're successful.
Okay, thanks guys.
I love you!
Sad if.
Now what?
Who are you?
Name and relationship. I am Ed. I am Tommy Russell.
Isn't it hard to talk to the camera? I have to look at it. They have to look at me.
Oh. When I think of Tommy, I think of a giant goofball. My earliest memory of Tommy is going to the Fresno Zoo and him climbing around like a spider monkey. That is also my funniest memory.
The video is shaking because I can't stop laughing.
Carly, stop! I also believe that Tommy is the Tasmanian Devil as a cartoon character. And, best of luck in your future endeavors, Tommy. Congratulations.
That's all you have to say. So,
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
My name is Tommy Reynolds. I'm a senior at Buchanan High School. He was just super funny, and it doesn't really have to do with schooling and everything, but I mean, his humor was different from other teachers. I don't know, like, it was just, you can connect with him more. Funny.
Just funny? Okay.
Lazy.
Lazy.
Very lazy. And kind of a pervert.
Really?
Playing soccer, winning valleys, playing in front of all the people. I loved that. It was awesome. I would say focus on friends, honestly. Being with my girlfriend, I had a good time and everything, but after it was over and everything, I just felt like I had wasted a lot of time. You know, like not being with my friends, I feel like I missed out on a lot of stuff. I think focusing on that stuff don't really like force relationships necessarily because, I don't know, they can kind of screw you over, I think. I don't know. It's a lot of stress that you don't need because high school's already stressful as it is.
Sure.